Welcome. We're going to talk about Google Classroom today, and better yet, Bitmoji classrooms. We've talked about it in the district. Everyone's going through it. Everyone's dealing with it. It's all hyped up. I don't know how many people are going to do it, but I know there's gonna be some questions on how to get it started and how to get it through and what it's gonna be like and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go through some of this stuff and show you how Bitmoji works. So the first thing we're going to learn is what is Bitmoji. Bitmoji is an avatar system that people use to create Bitmojis. Mainly, it's used in Snapchat, but it kind of got transitioned into the classroom and everything. Got transitioned into desktop. People like using it. It's a really good fun fact. As you can see, you can go through search and just hit Bitmoji. You need to create an account and create an avatar first. So we're going to create an avatar. You can always create an avatar for checking things out. Bitmoji for games, find out more, create your own Bitmoji. Here we go. You can go to the App Store, Google Play, all that stuff. I use the desktop and everything, and I linked it to my Snapchat because I did one for my Snapchat, so I just pulled the one from my Snapchat out and everything like that. Chrome for the desktop. What you want to do is you want to get the extension. So we go to Chrome. Over here, it is an extension. Basically, it's a great extension. It just goes right on top, right here. It's that little Bitmoji icon, the little green one with the smiley face. If you click on it, once you've logged in and created an avatar and everything like that, it'll create a bunch of different Bitmojis. This is mine right here. You have full figure ones. You have some that are like half body, or just a portrait and stuff like that. So this is kind of cool. All you do is click on it and you right click and save it, or you can drag and drop, which we're going to do. So we have a couple examples here of Bitmojis. As you can see, we have Kaylee Essence, me. I'm going to delete this one for now and show you how we insert them into Google Slides, since this is Google Slides. So you're going to go to your Bitmoji, and I'm going to use the same one that I just did. Current mood. So all you have to do is drag and click, and basically it drags it over. You can resize it just like any normal Bitmoji stuff and everything like that. So you kind of resize it to the way you want. If it's on the foreground, you kind of want to order it and bring it to the front, so that way these are in the front and not in the back. There we go. And brings it to the front, so that way my current one's behind it. Or you can have it the other way around. So different little things that you can play with and use. Link to add Bitmoji extension to Google Chrome. We have it. I'll send this out to you and everything like that. The next thing is to create a classroom. A lot of people put a lot of work onto it. You can put as much work into it or a little work to it, but you do have to be a little artsy in a way, and I know most of the teachers are very artsy, so we're going to go with the background. So I'm going to start with a clean slate. Definitely for a clean slate and everything, all we're going to do is we're going to insert image, and then we're going to search on the web. Easy stuff, searching on the web and everything. I'm going to go with the background first. We're going to do a brick background. We're going to do a big brick background. I'm thinking maybe this one will work. So let's do that one. This is a nice, beautiful brick background. So you just kind of make it into a background just like that. Create it as the whole thing. And then there's your background. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of geometry. I know some of you guys are going, oh no, what, math? No. More like geometry as an artwork, an art piece, and everything like that. So you're going to create an image, and then we're going to look at an image. We're going to look at flooring. We're going to look at some flooring. We're going to find some kind of flooring that's already there. You can see that someone's already made it all, or you can look for something that has a decent flooring, something like that. I'm going to use one that has a geometric shape, and you can insert that. Once you insert that, the next thing you're going to do is kind of like put it down to the bottom. You're going to find one that has a geometric shape. As you can see, you just created a room. You created a nice, beautiful room with the floors and everything. You're going to add some dimensions. You can probably look for geometric rugs and stuff like that if you can. Just find a rug that you can place down here or anything like that. So now there's your first part of the classroom. Easy peasy. I'm going to insert my Bitmoji now. I'm thinking maybe, let's try welcome. Let's do a welcome one. I want a full-faced one. So maybe, what happened to my other one? There was a good welcome one earlier. Now, it is gone. I was using it earlier, and then it disappeared. That was one that was balloons. Let's look at balloons. Nope. Oh yeah, it is there. So none of those come out, so I guess we'll do balloons. Ah, yeah, right there. That's the one I had earlier. And there's my Bitmoji, flying across, hovering over, and stuff like that. It might be too big, but we'll see what happens. I might just do a different one just for the sake of. Let's do this one for now. That one's a good one. Obviously, you want to create a little. You want to create a Bitmoji that kind of has proportion to it. Obviously, closer you are to it, the further down, the closer you are to the classroom, the further back, and so forth. So here we go. I'm gonna insert one more thing. We're gonna do a cartoon whiteboard. Cartoon whiteboard. We're gonna do a nice little cartoon whiteboard. Maybe I searched it before. There it is. There's my cartoon whiteboard. So there we go. So we have a cartoon whiteboard or a smart board, however the case may be. You can definitely adjust it so it definitely is going to be proper. Obviously, you wanna try and make things in the correct order so things pop up in the front or in the back. There you go. Now we have a little classroom. We can also do a cartoon desk. Let's see if I can find a good desk. Let's do this one. That's fine. And then we just make it smaller, as small as we can. And then we're going to put it in the foreground somewhere. That means it just needs to be a little bit smaller. There we go. So now we have our classroom set up. Obviously, it's not the greatest in the world, but, at some point, you're going to get faster and faster, and you'll have examples and stuff like that. So now we're going to animate this whole Google slide, which is the main thing. Most people have Google Slides. You want to animate, you want to click on something, and then they're going to jump in and out of it and everything like that. If you want to use your own pictures, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to go over how you're going to be able to get rid of backgrounds and stuff like that, so that way you don't have these white spots everywhere. Google Slides is really good at removing the white spots, but some don't. So I'll go through that at the end. So what's going to happen is we're going to click on this. We're going to change this into a link. We're going to change this to insert a link. So it's the little paper clip right here, little chains or whatever the case may be. It's called insert link. Once you insert link, you're able to change the slides to whatever you want. Or you can paste a link on here. First slide, second slide, and all that stuff. So before that, what we're going to do is we're going to make a copy. We're going to duplicate slide. There it is. We're going to duplicate this slide. And what's going to happen is we're going to duplicate the slide as when you click on this desk, it's going to give you something. So if you click on the computer, or if you have a computer somewhere, you can click on it. But if you click on the desk right now, we're going to make a nice little text box. We're going to make a nice little text box that says, please be on time. Okay. And once you have that, we're going to bold it, increase the size of that, make it a little smaller. Please be on time. We can change the background, so we're going to highlight that or whatnot, so you can create a box, all that stuff, and everything like that. So now we have please be on time. That's the next slide right here, slide 11. So once we have that, you're going to click back on here. You're going to go back to the previous slide. We're going to hyperlink this, and we're going to hyperlink this to slide 11. So now when we play it, when we present it, the kids are going to, when you're going to present it, you're going to click on it, and we click on this, and it says, please be on time. Now, we need to get back. As you can see, it goes away. So how do you go back to the original slide? How do you go back to the original slide? Well, you can always click back on here. I'm going to actually create a background. I'm going to create a shape. That's the whole thing. There we go. And then we should be able to make this transparent in some way, if my computer ever does it. Formatting options, text filling, size and rotation. So size and rotation, is there size and rotation? Nope. Drop shadows, nope. Text, reflections, no. What's the positioning? There should be some options on how to increase the color and everything like that. We don't need reflections. Is there a different one? Add theme, animate, click, center page, horizontal, change shape, edit text. Could have sworn it was over here. But anyways, we could do that, or you can just change it. Not that one. We click on that, delete that. You can click back on this hyperlink right here, and then we can hyperlink it, and we can hyperlink this back to 10. So that way, when we click on this, when we present slide 10, you click on this, please be on time, you click on it, and it goes back to the original slide. So you can have multiple things on here, and you can click on it. Once it goes to the new slide, you automatically make it go back to the original slide, so that way you have things to work on and everything like that and stuff. So here's a couple of examples of how these slides work. Here's an example of Miss Essence Classroom. As you can see, we have a bunch of little icons and everything like that. A bunch of different icons, stuff like that. The welcoming symbol. She has the slide deleted, but you know, she had a hyperlink. I'm going to show you Miss Levenberg's. Karen Levenberg did a fantastic job. I was trying to do the transparent background, but I couldn't find it, so I'll do it later. But as you can see, if you take a look at this, and she clicks on this computer, which is a little difficult, it goes to slide 2. Slide 2 actually goes over here, and what we've done is we've changed it so it goes back to slide 1. I also made the background to go back to slide 1, so you can click anywhere on the screen and it will go back to slide 1. Same thing with this one. What we're going to do is we're going to click on that. We're going to hyperlink it back to slide 1, so that way the kid is always going to go back to slide 1 every single time. Every single time, that kid is always going to go back to slide 1, no matter what. So if you click on here, we're going to present Miss Levenberg's Bitmoji. Looks fantastic. She's done a great job on it. We click on that, it says must be charged or plugged in. So now you click anywhere, it goes back to the original. If you click on the headphones, it says must wear headphones in class. And then we click on that, it goes back to the original. If I click on anywhere else because she hasn't done it yet, don't be afraid to make mistakes. But then when she clicks on that, it keeps moving on to the slide. We don't want that. We want them to continue going back to the first slide and clicking on these other things, just to make it, you know, coherent enough where you're always going back and forth instead of just clicking over and just click, 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 and then we're done with the presentation. That's basically how Bitmoji works. Bitmoji Classroom works. It's basically a PowerPoint slide where you create a classroom where you can click on icons in different parts of the classroom in the actual slide to make it virtual as much as you can. I will send out this slide to show you some of the awesome teachers are creating virtual slides, 33 awesome ideas, Bitmoji Classroom, why teachers teach. And then there's also the Bitmoji Kayla. She makes a video out of all that. This is how we came up with it in the first place, and now I'm making a video so you guys can all get through it. She has a more in-depth one. This is more of a kind of like condensed concept and everything. If you have a picture that you need to remove the background, you can always Google remove background. And then this thing right here, remove background from images, remove.bg. This thing, you can upload your picture here, and then it will get rid of the background, so that way you don't have that white background anymore. So this is also a really good resource for you to use to create your awesome classroom. Alright, that's about it. Hopefully you guys concept that. If not, email me, contact me in any way, shape, or form, comments, anything of that sort. Let me know. Talk to you soon.